Todd.
Hi, Jack. How are you?
Fantastic. How are you?
Man, I got to tell you, it's a very historic and special day, not only just for Red Light Holland, but I actually think for the world. I really do. I really mean that. So when you ask how I am, I didn't sleep much last night. We've been working on something for a long time. Markets move fast. Deals take some time to get done. Proper deals, not the BS deals that some companies put out there. Real deals. And I'm just so stoked to be able to share it with you and everyone listening. So thanks for having me. Watching, not listening. Yeah, watching and listening.
I think we have a record amount of people. We have 835 people watching right now, which is, I mean, for stocks, it's a lot. It's not like you're Kim Kardashian, it's
listen, how many are the Red Light Army? Let's see. How many are the hashtag Red Light Army? Let's see that.
The Red Light Army. We have, let's see, we're gonna have the
thanks, Ramsey.
Todd, have you been using your product? Have you been?
Oh man, I got to tell you. So
you're not in Canada. You're in St. Vincent's right now, right?
I am in St. Vincent. Okay. Again, markets move fast, lawyers move slow. It takes time to get. There's a lot of due diligence that goes into it. I'll be very honest. Actually, let me dial it back, take a step back, and I'll answer that question. I actually wish I was on my product right now. I wish I was using iMicrodose. I'm a very anxious guy, and I'll tell you, I'm working 24/7. We have an amazing team. The whole team's working 24/7, and it's a small team. We have over $30 million in the bank right now, so I'm going to tell you, we're probably going to expand it a little bit because I have some use of proceeds, and we even have the Red Light Holland give you a job contest, which I want people to apply. I'm actually not getting as many applications that I thought we would. Why I wish I had my product, Jack, is it helps me anecdotally with my anxiety. It helps me park my anxiety. It's still there. It's in a shelf in my brain. It's not like ignoring it. It's not like I change as a person. Just allows me to focus a little better. And that's what it does for me when I microdose truffles. And I wish I had some here in St. Vincent, but right now I can't. Hopefully in the future we can.
All right, fantastic. We got a lot of people here. We even have we have our celebrity super chat. This guy is he has a YouTube channel with 1 million people on it.
The Beast, LA Beast, right? LA Beast is a beauty. He supports us on Twitter. I'm so thankful and grateful.
That's his name.
I think, what a beauty. I'm actually going to send him some merch. What a beauty. We'll get him some free merch.
I think he wants some of the truffles. I think he's going to eat 1 million truffles on.
That's actually a great idea. Speaking of merch, I just designed these today, Jack. Hang on a second. Where are they? Hang on a second. I just got them done right now as we're talking. Let me see.
We're going to talk about the Brazil deal. This is going to be that. I mean, today this.
Well, this is what it is. Can you see that? Can you see what that says?
I got a glare. It's okay. Trip. I see a stock symbol. I can't. It's hard to.
One micro step for man, one macro leap for mankind. And yes, I stole Neil Armstrong's line when he went to the moon.
Excellent.
So, what we did today, Jack, is, I'm actually amazed by this. I got to tell you, I'm emotional by this. Through months and months of work here with our partners, we got product to Brazil, and it's not just getting product to Brazil, but I'm going to show you the headline. Well, I'll read you the headline. Okay. Red Light Holland iMicrodose pack receives authorization for the first legal import and sale of psilocybin truffles to Brazil. Now, Anvisa, the Brazilian Health Regulatory Agency, is granted a permit to import our product, the iMicrodose packs, by way of the country's named patient import process for prescribed medical use. Meaning, a patient now, think about this. Think about how unreal and incredible this actually is for a movement and for a precedent. A patient has been prescribed by a doctor in Brazil our iMicrodose packs. Now, for confidentiality reasons and for patient-doctor confidence, you can't say the patient's name, you can't say what the prescription was for, but you can say that was done from the named patient import process. And our microdose packs are sitting in a logistics hub right now in the Netherlands and are being prepared to get shipped over to Brazil to then go to the doctor to then get prescribed to this patient. And if that's not groundbreaking, and if that's not historic,
this is the first. You're the first
Listen, so in Canada, Jack, the Health Canada, which would be sort of what Anvisa is in Brazil. By the way, Brazil, 200 million population, right? And very sadly, I might add, the World Health Organization just named Brazil, and it's not a positive to be naming them this, the most highly anxious population in the entire planet. Stress and anxiety and depression have gone up in really very significant numbers in Brazil. And also, very sadly, suicides have gone up in Brazil. So, let's sit back and have some compassion and empathy for a moment. And again, I always talk about, like, I can't make medical claims, and I'm trying to figure out, maybe I can make medical claims now. I need legal to be able to help us with that. But all I know is that we're getting product over to Brazil and it's being prescribed to a patient. And back to Canada, they've allowed compassionate grounds for those who are terminally ill with severe trauma to have access to magic mushrooms or magic truffles, I guess. There's no one ever, though, that's been allowed to prescribe them their product, because there's no one else who's doing this, growing natural occurring psilocybin like we are. We have 1 million grams growing right now, and we've had more before. So we're taking our product, which we've from day one purposely made look like it could be a medication, where there's contraindications and a leaflet explaining usage and consumption and, a careful, responsible nature with education and information. And now the way our brains have worked from day one have come to fruition into Brazil, and we'll get the products there. And I don't think we're just going to stop with, the goal is to keep going here. And it's a precedent. And I think, and unless someone can Google and find me if there's ever been a company with psilocybin out there in the world, natural psilocybin, that's been prescribed to a patient for medical use now, not for a trial and this, for actual medical use, show them to me. I can't find any. And we're just so proud and so grateful. And most importantly, we want to be a part of positive change. And this, to me, is why I say it's one micro step for man and one macro leap for mankind. This is about being a part of a positive change. And I didn't sleep much last night because I was really excited to share this news to the world. And we've been working very hard with our team in Brazil, Disruptive Pharma, and I'm so grateful for their support. And thank you to Anvisa and the Brazilian authorities for being so progressive. And it's one step, man, one small step, one micro step.
So this is actually a big deal. So I think
this is actually a big deal.
It's.
I want to hear your Christopher Walken come around. This is the biggest deal I've ever heard in my life. This is astronomical. This is precedent setting. In 2001 in Canada, they allowed patients to use, a few of them, cannabis. Look where cannabis is now. Look where it is in Canada. Look where it is going and becoming in the United States. This is bigger than big, in my opinion. I'm allowed saying that. I'm allowed being excited. I've been working hard for it, and our team is incredible. This is Brazil, 200 million people, Jack.
Anyway. Well, I'm in the U.S. In the U.S. they don't know where Brazil is. We don't have geography, but it's a game changer deal, right? So basically, there's revenues. In terms of the market, there's going to be this.
It's a sale. That's the other thing. It's a sale. It's a sale of a product. We've sold product to go to Brazil. But and that's important for the markets to understand that. I get that sales, revenues. I'm in selling online right now. iMicrodose.nl. Go and check it out. Smart shops. We have a product there and fridges. But it's just the idea now. We're opening up our markets. And by the way, this is we've publicly disclosed this. We're working with a public affairs team in Canada to speak to the government. So now I can go to the government of Canada and say, look what I'm doing in Brazil. And this is just really and I should calm down. I'm very excited. I'm sorry if it's too much energy. I told you I'm an anxious guy, but I just think it's monumental. And to be honest, I think this puts us at the top of the entire psychedelic sector for what we're doing, because we're not just making announcements, but doing things in labs that don't exist. There's tangible revenues right now coming in. So this is, it's movement, and it's showing that we can do what we say we're going to do. And it's showing that if these markets open up, that we can be suppliers, distributors, packagers. There's just so much going on. There's so much going on. Do you have 2 hours today?
No, we got another company coming up.
Really, Jack, we need them today.
We're gonna open up for questions. Anybody? So we got a lot of people. We get almost 1,000 people right now. I'm looking 900 plus on YouTube. There's got to be probably another 500 or so on what is it, the Periscope or whatever it is.
Listen, everyone should retweet this after. Everyone should take the YouTube video, take out clips. This is groundbreaking stuff. It's a historic day for Red Light Holland, and we are supremely proud. We really are. And we're very grateful for all the support. We absolutely love the fact that we've gotten support from, really just regular, wonderful investors who foresee what we think we foresee, which is the future, which is opening up markets to psilocybin. And by the way, we just proved that in Brazil, and we're going to continue to prove that in our opinion. Of course, we're not there yet. But I'm going to work as hard as I can to get there. And Jack, I keep talking. I'll let you talk. I'm sorry.
You go ahead. Keep going.
No, I don't even know.
Yeah, I want to talk about the league.
Can I? A year ago, I was in the Netherlands. I met our president for the first time, Hans Derricks. Did I show you our farm? I've showed you our farm, right? Did you get the video of the farm I sent you? Can you put that up today?
I don't have it. I can't pull it up, but we have it in one of the previous videos.
Okay, yeah. I mean, just
you can show from your phone. Okay,
yeah, whatever.
You can do us. Oh yeah, we had that. Yeah. We had that.
Yeah, just a beautiful farm. Okay, go ask questions. I'm sorry, I'll calm down. So I need my product.
I think one of the big things is that, like, all of a sudden we're seeing all these states different, like they're either decriminalizing illegal. The mushrooms are going to be really like Los Angeles.
Just go read what's going on in California right now.
Yeah, I think New Jersey. I mean, like places you would never imagine. All of a sudden, it's gonna be basically like essentially like what happened with cannabis, but much faster because of that. They laid the groundwork. But all of a sudden, we're starting to see these things like popping up, like mushrooms almost. These legalization. So
that's a good one. That's a good one. They're popping up like mushrooms. I like that. Okay.
So let's see. Do we have any questions? Audience questions, please, guys. Ask. We got a bunch of. Let's see. Any questions here? Oh, by the way, you have a lobbying group for Canada, right?
Yes, we do.
Okay, that's
Wellington DuPont, and that's what I can say for now. We're a very interesting company because we came out of the gate and people were like, well, what are they doing? And I just kept doing and kept showing that we're doing stuff. And the idea of it is exactly what's happening in Brazil right now. I got a product to market efficiently and a product that I said at the time, I can't make medical claims, but we're going to design it as looking like a medical product, even though it's a recreational product in the Netherlands where we can sell it. Now Brazil's opened up their door to it. Again, patient prescribed by a doctor, getting shipped there with an import. The authority of the AN visa has allowed it. So this is my mission in life. I want to provide access now because I want to help people. And maybe I can't make those medical claims yet, but I'm telling you, I'm doing everything in my power to help people. And I won't stop until I do.
Okay. Let's go into, we got a couple of questions. It's hard for me to scroll, but okay. So we got a question, profit margin on the microdose packs going to Brazil. What are the margins like?
My margins are good. It's funny. I never know what I can disclose or not disclose with the margins, like because of my legal team. They always get, you got to be careful what you say. If it's not in your MD&A or not in your prospectus. By the way, we got 2 bought deals recently, over $30 million in the bank. And I think it might even be 32, 33, maybe. I got to say over 30 because it's unaudited. But we're tight burn too. They're good margins. Let me speak to my legal team. Next time I come up there, let me show you the margins, but they're really good margins. Very good margins.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's a very strong validation to get $30+ million in bought deals. I mean, it's
a bought deal. For those who don't know, it's really interesting. I was that retail investor just a couple of years ago. When you get a bought deal, you basically turn your entire company inside out. You're basically getting probed, okay? And they check out your company and they make sure everything is clean as a whistle, which of course it is. Look at our management team. You think they're going to let anything go astray? From Bruce Linton to Brad Lamb to Ann Barnes, forget about it. Amazing team, unbelievable coaches and guidance, and I'm just so blessed. So anyway, we are just so pleased to be able to say we got a bought deal because it's a stamp of approval. It's a stamp of approval for what we're doing, and I'm just very excited by it.
Questions about the growing of the truffles. What's going on with it?
Okay, hang on. I just I'm in a meeting. I'm just no. Okay, we're okay. Sorry, someone was just trying to talk to me. So give me one sec. If you don't mind.
I have to keep
Okay. Hi. Sorry about that.
everybody. That's a tough.
No. I have a lunch meeting and it's just it's anyway. They're here already. But
okay. Bring up to date. What are you doing? So in St. Vincent's, you just what's going on with St. Give in case anybody's new to the story.
Okay. So totally, I would love to give you the update about St. Vincent. Again, markets move fast. Deals take time. So you got to do due diligence. So I'm in St. Vincent and I know what it seems like. Don't get me wrong. Oh, you're in St. Vincent. It's beautiful there. What are you doing? You're sitting, you're going in the ocean, all this. No, I'm working and all I do is work. I look at a beautiful scenery and it actually drives me friggin' crazy that I can't go and enjoy it. Here's the truth. So we're just working through the process with Mira and the legals and the due diligence to be able to try to get this deal done. And I assure you, I'm not here to not get a deal done. That's the intention of me being here. I can't guarantee the deal's going to happen, but I can tell you I'm here for a reason.
Okay. So we got a bunch of questions on the Mira deal. What's going on there?
Well, again, the Mira deal is in due diligence. It's a huge opportunity for the company. We can set up a research and development arm in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I've met with government officials, basically every single government official except for the Prime Minister, and the intention is for me to meet with him as well. We're working through a group down here who represents Mira. And it just, there's a lot of, it's so hard for me to describe this because on the other end, when I was a retail investor, I used to look at things and be like, why the hell's it taking so long? In private companies, you can do a handshake and you can look someone and say, hey, let's go. And you can trust the person and get it done. Legals protect capital markets for a reason. They protect the investor. You have to disclose everything you do carefully. So they go out and the legals, as much as they drive me nuts, they do it for a reason, indemnities, warranties, all this kind of stuff, because they want to make sure you get into a real deal where the investor can't get burned. And I'm representing not just you, probably thousands of investors from institutional to retail ones. So you just have to do this stuff slowly. And I know that's an interesting thing to bring to the market, but that's just the facts, what goes on behind the scenes. And it's frustrating. If I was in a private co, I would have had this deal done, in my opinion, by now, but it just takes time.
Okay, so when you did the bought deal, the 30 million, most of that was that mostly for institutions, family offices. What was the kind of the break? You have retail. What was the?
Yeah, I think institutionals went in, and I call them the suits, and the suits supported us. They supported a movement and a mission. I got to be honest. When we took this company public, what is it, 7-8 months ago now? Keep in mind, our last raise was at 6 cents when we took it public. So look where we are today. So the early investors are obviously very pleased. I'd like to think we have strong hands in that early investor group too. But now, we're seeing these bought deals come into play, which really help fund our company. And I got to tell you, if you understand the process, right, what retail does, if they support a business and if they support a vision of a business and people who deliver on that vision, which Red Light Holland is definitely doing. Again, I think we're the leader in the sector, if you ask me. I think we're undervalued, and I think we're the complete leader because no one's doing what we're doing. We're growing 1 million grams of truffles. We're selling in the Netherlands, and eventually we're going to be selling in Brazil, which is like literally we just announced. And we're opening up doors to a lot of opportunities and branding it way better than anybody else. And wait till the Wisdom Truffle comes out with Karim Rashid. So my point being is when retail invests, it really brings a big eye onto your company. And then the banks come calling because they see volume, they see movement, they see hype, and they see this really great support. So they want to get into it. So without all of you, we wouldn't get the support. Maybe, we might, but from the institutions. Now we've created a movement which we're merging the suits and we're merging the retail to say, hey, Todd, Red Light Holland, what can you do? And I'm telling you, I'm doing everything I can to make everybody have a great investment. And again, I can never project prices and I can never tell you where we're going to be. But in my opinion, we're the top of our sector because nobody is doing what we are doing. Not one of them. And they can all pretend they are, but they're not. And they're going to try and follow me and copy me and do logo design contests, which we did first. And I see others doing it now. I don't care because I'm a creator, Jack. So I'll stay one step ahead of everyone who then just rips us off to creating after us. And that's my mission. And by the way, the psychedelic sector is supposed to be this unified, beautiful space of connectivity and love and growth. But unfortunately, the capital markets don't allow you to be that. And I don't want to be humble anymore. I just want to tell you that I feel like we're the leaders.
Speaking of which, okay, so we got a question, great question. What can Red Light do to create that moat, that unique value in the market, the branding? How are you going to stand out and basically be competition proof essentially?
Well, let me ask you a question. Do you know anyone who's imported a produced product that they can sell in the world?
No.
Do you even know anyone who's selling product in the country where their farm is.
No.
So, I mean, you talk about first mover advantage and a moat, like we're doing it. That's exactly what we're doing. And wait till people catch on. Wait, and we're branding and people love us because listen, we have a fun team who are real people who want to work hard for everybody. You know, we're not just like, I'm not from the capital markets. We have 30. Listen, I started all this with maybe 3-4 million in the bank. We have 30 now, maybe 33, I think. I don't know. You know, I'll say over 30 to be safe so nobody ever calls me out on it. Wait till you see what I can do, in my opinion, with 30 million. And our team.
I think that's what people are waiting for, because they're saying, "Wow, this guy's got 30 million. He's got, you know, he's got Bruce Linton there. He's got, I mean, there's like people basically essentially at this point they're saying, "Wow, this is going to be something very exciting to watch." I think that's why the stock has some tremendous excitement. I think the branding thing. I mean, I think when the question about the mode was, what you're doing with branding is actually very unique in the space. I don't think anybody in the psychedelic space is doing branding right now.
Well, they're trying to now. Like you see some of the pharma companies, and listen, I respect them, I really do, but they're trying to now say, "Hey, buy our merch." And I'm like, that's great, but like, would you ever go and buy a Pfizer and like your Johnson and Johnson T-shirt? Like, it's just sort of peculiar to me. I'm not going to lie. You know, we're a consumer goods product, and that's, you buy that merch, you support that merch around it. So, you know, I love the fact that they're trying, because we're doing it well and they're trying to catch on. And I think it's great. I think it's great that they're following suit. And again, what do they say? Imitation is the highest form of flattery. I think it's wonderful. I really do. But I can tell you that we're a brand. We're a real brand. And we're a fun brand. We're creating an iMicrodose lifestyle. We want people to live in a moment. To be honest, I wish I lived in the moment right now. This is being a CEO of a pubco, dude. It's a super lonely place to be. I mean, I used to earn a living, you know, in media, saying every single thing that came to my mind without any question, no filter, just went at it. And now I can't really say anything. But if you know the way my mind operates, especially people close to me, there is a lot of shit I would love to tell you.
Yeah, no, this is going to be very exciting to watch in the next in the next weeks and months. But essentially, in summary, for anybody that's new to the story, you're basically doing like what Red Bull is for energy drinks, you're going to be doing for the psychedelic space, right?
You know, we do a branded product that's put in a fridge. It has to be kept in its raw, natural, wet form, which means it needs to be refrigerated to be purchased to stay good. And there's fridges in smart shops. So yeah, if you think about the way Red Bull went about it, and then they had that product and they built a lifestyle around it. Now, we're not about extreme sports and all this, and that was an amazing brand, by the way. We're about living in the moment, paddleboarding, going for a walk, doing great stuff, putting down your phone a little bit and wait till the wisdom truffle comes out. I promise you, it's coming up probably, I don't think it's material. It's not, because I think I'm going to put it out Monday or Tuesday. It's basically done. We got the renditions being put out. Then it's got to get made and manufactured, of course. That takes a little bit of time. But the design with Karim Rashid, Time Magazine's structural designer of the Americas, you don't just rush these things. And that's what I mean. The markets move fast. It takes time to get real stuff done. And all I ever want to do is try to create real value. And that's what we're doing very hard at Red Light Holland. Very proud. So the iMicrodose lifestyle is very important to us. And I hope you all can live it too, because it's tough times.
Okay, so you're gonna unveil the design, the branding, with the Karim Rashid design on Monday.
I think, yeah, I might as well. Now that I said it, Monday, Tuesday, we'll come out with it. Early, before Wednesday. It's a new logo. I love the logo. We had three. I love the logo. Like, I love the logo. I love the retro logo. I love the new logo. I think it'll surprise people a little bit. I think you'll see that it's in touch with this logo. But we had a lot of people speaking to us. The Red Line Army said, "I think your logo could use some work." So, you know, we've got this one of the top designers in the world to do some work on it.
We got actually a couple of interesting questions. I think, oh my God, they're moving very fast. Okay, here we go. This is fascinating. Would Red Light consider a subscription model to ship the product to people? You know, like everything is subscription.
We have it. Well, sorry, we have it. That's if you go to imicrodose.nl right now, where you can buy our product if you're 18 plus in the Netherlands, we have a subscription model. And we have individuals who have bought the year subscriptions, who bought the 6-month subscriptions. You get a little savings when you do it that way as well. So it's like your own reminder. Once a month, you get a pack shipped to your house. We think that if you could sell 12 packs a year if you start doing the math on this stuff, if you think of 100,000 people, ordering 12 packs a year on a subscription model, which you would use on consumption, about 1 day on, a few days off, depending on how you choose to microdose. That's what a lot of people recommend. That's what we recommend. We don't really recommend dosage, but we can inform you about how dosage can work. And if you do that, that's 1.2 million packs. If I tell you my margins are, over $20 a pack, start doing the math. So again, you got to get there. It takes time to get there. It takes marketing, takes advertising. You need this product. It's new for people, so they got to learn about the product. And now you go into Brazil. And then maybe one day could we go into Canada? And maybe one day we can go into California or Oregon, which we're already working towards in a non-binding LOI with Halo Labs as they write Measure 109. And then what happens in Denver? And then where do the dominoes fall? And who's the company from day one that proved they could do it? Growing, selling, distributing, packaging, and then getting it to other countries. That's us.
Yeah, I'll tell you something. And what's happening is, again, look, all these places are opening up. I mean, it's going to be like probably the next 12 months, you're going to have massive new markets. We had a great question. I guess he's asking, what are you going to be doing with this 30 million? How are you going to be deploying it? Acquisitions, growth, or what's going to be?
Yeah, what's beautiful about getting a bought deal, and this is also like, I would love to share people what if you're a retail investor, I'll be very honest, this is stuff I didn't even know 3-4 years ago when I was buying stocks in companies. Go to Sedar, SEDAR.com, and you can go and look at our prospectus that's filed. In that prospectus, you can literally look at the use of proceeds table where we talk about those funds and where they're going. And again, it doesn't mean that you can't pivot and shift a little bit, but it's an idea of the management discussion and analysis that's been put in to see where that's going to go. When you get a bought deal, you have to share with really the regulatory bodies on why you're receiving money and what you plan on doing with that money. There's so much paperwork to, it's again, being a CEO of a pubco is a very lonely place to be because it just really doesn't end. And there's so much paperwork that goes into the stuff. That's why things take time. But again, you can go and see how we plan on using some of the use of proceeds for setting up a facility in St. Vincent. Now, again, that deal's not closed yet, so I have to be careful, but that's what our use of proceeds are projecting. We also, our use of proceeds are projecting setting up a facility in Oregon. So again, not closed yet. We're still waiting for Measure 1 to be written, but that's what we're projecting. We're also projecting to use proceeds for branding and marketing. I mean, that's not cheap. And we're going to spend extra amounts of money into that to really grow this brand, to not only sell microdose packs in the Netherlands, but to sell merch. And I really want to invest in marketing this wisdom truffle because I think that can be a massive alternative revenue stream for the company. So again, if you go to Sedar.com, you can see a lot of different use of proceeds for the movement of our company and where it plans to go. And to be honest, I think we need some more staff because I don't think anyone wants to be getting completely burned out, but I do love what I'm doing and I'm very grateful to be doing it.
Well, it's interesting. Like we talked about the first time we were on, I mean,